Hello Capricorn, welcome to your spring equinox reading, your greatest concern. I'm going to be using a few decks for this reading. I'm going to pull one card from the Enchanted Map Oracle deck by Colette Bar and Reed to get a visual of where you are starting off the spring season. We're going to do two Cardamancy cards to see what your greatest concern may be. So we're also going to do a 5-card tarot spread afterwards to get a clearer picture, and as well see what could be transpiring over the next few months as far as future events, situations that you may be presented with. And then a wild card oracle, wild offerings oracle card to show what you need to release the divine in regards to your concern. So this is for Sun, Moon, and Rising Capricorn. If your concern is not addressed in your sun sign, check your moon or your rising. It may be in that reading for you. Okay, so let's get into your oracle cards, see where you are. Protecting treasure. Okay. Okay, some of you may feel like you are caught in a storm a little bit, relying on your support system or being a support system for someone who may be needing your protection. Could be a child, loved one, family member, friend. Your protective mode has come out in a situation. Protecting could even be treasure in the sense of protecting your position in work, protecting what gives you shelter, gives you security in the midst of what could be some chaos going on around your world or around your field or where you work. So do feel for some of you, you could be putting, really saving, putting money away for a rainy day, protecting your assets, insuring yourself, insuring your assets, things like that. I just feel like it's a mode where you're just getting in, you know, mama bear, especially if you're a mom, protecting your children, protecting your home, because there does seem to be this storm that you feel that is affecting some area of your life that you need to pull out that side of yourself, making sure that you will be in a safe space once this storm clears, whatever the storm may be. I also get this as divine protection. You are being divinely protected right now from a situation that could be affecting others around you, but there's a strong sense of spiritual protection that is guiding, helping you. Situations kind of work in your favor, in where you're not being so much affected by what may be affecting the environment around you or around some type of situation. Some of you, it's a position that needs to be saved. You're saving a position, working on and I'm getting, for some of you, you're saving space for someone. Okay, so definitely actively, what's on your mind is working. This definitely has something to do with career or work. And for some of you, this, with the people showing up here, there's a concern about the safety of, and it could be a partner and a child, your family. It could also just be the moving, doing something, not just allowing things to happen around you. You want to be able to take action or move if necessary, or again make decisions. There's also, again, got a sense of like holding space for someone or protecting someone's space. Loyalty here, I feel, is something here where you're and this is a maturing maturing into being in a space where you can handle what's coming your way. Um, for some of you, this could be an advancement in a position, a career, job security. Um, you could be learning new skills to keep yourself competitive in a competitive field, or keep yourself valuable in a space that you're already in. I feel that this is a lot of communication with those and others, again, that you can trust. Keeping those relationships, um, keeping those communications, um, keeping the line of communication open with those that you care about, those that are, you consider your circle, you consider your family, even if they're friends. That's something here where you're making sure, like, there's a sense of worry or concern that some of you are having towards the people in your life that you care about. And it's almost like for some of you, there's a there's the sister, or like a buddy system in place that you have with your circle of friends, and kind of protecting a situation, or being at different posts even. Um, in if this then that case scenarios, feel this, just being prepared, I feel, is a major concern for you. Being prepared for whatever is coming your way. And this could be for some of you as well too, investing in a child's future. um, let's look into your tarot to see what we have else going on here. Just doing all the precautions you can to make sure that there's someone taken care of, regardless of what, if something of anything. And for some of you, this is an advancement that's going to be helping you with your career, or learning some new skill that's going to be helping you to achieve job security here. So let's see what we have here. We have the Nine of Cups. We have the Seven of Swords, Six of Swords, Malika Cups, which is the Queen of Cups, the Teacher, which is the Hierophant. Okay. So there's definitely this sign of being prepared, intuitively feeling like, yeah. I almost want to say that this is like, for some of you, it's an exit plan. For some of you, it's traveling. For some of you, it's moving into a level of authority. So I do get a sense that there is some preparation that some of you are taking for your own good, but also for the good of those around that you care about. Again, I also get a sense too that some of you do have some insight into where things are going. This could even be an internal compass, or again, your spiritual guidance here, spiritual protection, that is even kind of, you don't even know why, you're just making some moves and making some communications here that you will see was a reason. Your hunches being kind of right on about where you need to be prepared, where you need to think forward, think beyond where others around you may not be thinking. So some of you here, yeah, there does seem to be this sense of safety and security that you're moving one situation towards. Some of you, I feel like you want to protect a relationship. Some of you, I feel, I'm getting a sense within the next 3 months. Some of you, protecting treasure could be protecting your plans from others knowing what you're doing, especially if it's in regards to love or relationships. There could be a person in particular that you do not want to know your plans for whatever reason. There could be, for example, you're getting married. You're planning to with your partner. Some of you may be trying to keep that a secret. It could be a destination wedding. You could be very selective about who you want to show up, or there's one person in particular that you don't want to know about your wedding. You don't want them to show up, or something here having to do with that. So some of that could be going on within the next 3 months. I do feel like you will get away with your plan as far as keeping things to yourself and keeping others unaware. If you don't want them to know, you will be able to kind of cross that bridge and get over, in a sense, where your plan has been protected, okay? And that you will, they may learn of it, but at least it's like in a sense of, well, you're happy the way they learned about it after the fact and not before. So there's something here with that. Now, I do get a sense for some of you as well, preparing for, um, preparing, again, kind of your mama bear hat here. Some of you, you know, you could be working with some type of official government or something else here where you're setting into place a child's protection, or their security in the case of any events, if anything happens to you, or some other legal papers, like if something happens to me. Some of you may be planning to travel and you may have some fears, but you're saying, okay, well, if something happens to me on this trip, this is the person I want to take care of my child. So it could be a friend, it could be a family member, mother, you know, or grandmother, someone like that. Here in the case that, you know, something that you're doing for yourself causes there to be. So this, again, you getting all your ducks in a row and being prepared for future events. This is a lot of what I feel for many of you, your spring months is going to entail. You being, you taking precautions as it comes to either some type of trip that's coming up, again, something that you're doing for yourself, but you're making sure that there's someone who is going to feel safe, secure, and protected in any event, or even while you're away, someone that you need to kind of care for, someone while you're doing something for yourself that you may feel like is a little bit selfish. Now, for some of you, you may feel like you need a break. You need to protect your health. You need to protect your mental health. You need to protect you need to take care of yourself. Maybe you've been feeling so busy, but being secure with your job and wanting to also feel like you maybe need a break from it. You might there may be some there's like a window of time here, but I feel like some of you have, like, you have someone you can trust. You can trust the position, or you can trust whoever it is you're working for. Like, they don't consider you as someone who's just a coworker or an employee. They consider you a friend. So there's something here where I feel like your position will be safe. Now, for some of you, I do feel like this is definitely a sign that you are preparing for some type of role or position that will bring you greater job security. Um, um, hmm. There's this energy here of keeping to yourself. You got this umbrella here covering, keeping the treasure, protecting the treasure. That's something that's safe. This is knowledge. Someone's leaving and leaving a camp, and the others don't know what they know, but they're going towards what they need to go towards here. And then we have here the Six of Swords moving. So, and then the Queen of Cups is like an energy that keeps things to themselves, or takes and nurtures what's close to her, keeps her emotions in check, but also, you know, her feelings run deep, her intuition runs deep. I feel like for many of you, your intuition will be just, again, very strong about where you need to make your moves, what you need to keep to yourself, what you need to do for yourself to make yourself happy, to find that happiness and commitment. So there's a sense of they're doing something in a selfish way to maybe someone else around you, but I feel like it ultimately is for the greater good of a situation. So again, being in preparation, I just feel like that's a major thing here. Protecting yourself as well, where you are right now. For those of you, you know, if you're single, I would be careful with making sure that someone is telling you the truth about their marital status, because there could be someone who is has someone at a distance though. Um, so, uh, yeah, I feel like over the next 3 months for many of you, some of you may be making choices and decisions where you will, the privacy, I'm really getting an energy like it's for some of you, it's someone specific that you want to keep your business from as you're making your moves, like keeping them secret. So some of you, you could be deciding that some of you could be moving, literally moving out of a home without letting someone know. Um, or for some of you, yeah, some of you could be making a move, but doing so without telling someone. Also, this could be a trip that some of you are going to be taking, and kind of not telling someone where you're really going, or just not even disclosing where you're going. Again, kind of that same energy I got in the beginning, right when I pulled the cards, is as far as like a ceremony or a wedding that some of you want to have without there being someone having, either knowing, maybe feel like they're going to ruin it, or whatever the reason may be that you would, I mean, not want someone to attend where you're going, or know where you're going, or know what you're doing. So it's a little bit of that energy here. And that's also kind of get an energy of like there's some secrecy, that is going on as well too. So for some of you, I mean, if it's not you going on a secret trip or making some secret moves, it could be someone around you that's doing this, running off, getting married. And for some of you, you might feel like that's a selfish energy. And so for some of you, you might have some passionate exchanges with someone in regards to that. But I feel like for some of you, it's about, I feel like there will be some understanding about this that ends up in the end with it. But again, it's like there's a sense of like some of you may lose trust for someone that you once had trust for in the next 3 months, um, due to some action, or due to something that they do that you kind of like find out, uh, through a source other than themselves. Um, you would have to, I feel as well too, there's going to be some information that some of you kind of dig into, um, and find through internet or through someone who knows some information. So I feel like where you feel an inkling that someone has something to hide, there just may be, and if you look, you will find that. So that could be something here, that could be revealed over the next 3 months again, about someone in your circle that you feel once felt again that you could trust, but then you realize that, they have some secrets and they could affect you. It could be directly related to you, or it could be just kind of there's someone around you that does, if you're not the one kind of making decisions and choices on your own. There could be someone who doesn't want you, maybe has some fears, wants to make sure you're, now some of you could be under this protection, and maybe feel like it's stifling for you, you want to free yourself from it. This could be a supportive energy that just wants to make sure that you're safe, wants to, but that could be feeling like something that's a restrictive energy for you that some of you want to move away from. So I don't get like so much bad intention with where someone wants to, um, know where you are, know what you're doing. But for some of you, you just may feel like they don't have to know. They don't have to know. Everyone doesn't, and that's true. Everyone doesn't have to know what you're doing, and especially you're an adult, you can make your own choices here. So some of you, there is some type of concern about how others will see what you do, but at the same time, you're going to do it anyway. Um, but again, I do kind of feel like there's something official going on where it's going to be leading to something official at the end of this whole thing, whatever it is. So that's what I'm getting for that reading, Capricorn. Let's get into your Oracle card, Wild Offering, Oracle deck. See what you need to release to the divine in as far as you're concerned. Somewhat getting other woman vibes too. So for some of you, you may need to protect yourself from someone who's trying to pull you into a situation where you would be the other woman without knowing. So again, I feel that if that's a situation that's going to be coming up to you, that person will not be able to hide it for too long. There will be some type of revelation or realization, communication that comes through that shows you kind of what what the status of this person really is. All right. So that also could be a form of that kind of meeting and people talking, not allowing someone to, or allow a situation to overrun you, but you being able to have a little bit more power and control over what happens and what you do. Ooh, okay. Okay. Loneliness. When you stop fearing your aloneness, you stop settling for less than you deserve. May I embrace and love my solitude. And that's when kindred spirits can finally come. Okay. So for some of you, you may be getting away on your own again. That could be some of that where you're doing some type of self-care. Maybe even for some of you, it's like something where last minute, if you are planning to get married, there's something here that you want to maybe go on a trip alone, maybe and gather your own thoughts, or just do something that's for yourself. There's something here where it's almost like embracing that here with this message. So not to fear aloneness, and that could be something here as a message as far as if there is someone around you that you realize that you can't trust, you don't want to keep them around you simply because you don't want to be alone. Don't be afraid of that, because you would rather be in a space where you have the power to choose rather than someone pulling you into a situation that you didn't agree with because they weren't being totally honest. They were keeping some things to themselves or acting selfishly as it comes to, you know, wanting from you but selfishly in a way that's not giving you the choice on the nature of what your relationship is. So that's kind of the message that I'm giving here for you guys and what that would be meaning. And I'm also kind of getting this in being alone. You're not alone, and for you having support, especially for those of you who are mothers and have a child. And I do get a sense that this is a sign here that you're not alone in being prepared and making sure that things are in order for someone who may not be in a space where they can make those precautions on their own, or may not be at the age to, coming in with this card here. So that's the reading, Capricorn. I do hope it was helpful to you. And again, if this did not address your concern, check your moon or your rising. If you would like a personal reading with me, that information is below. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.